Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Daren with Madcap Toys. Thanks for joining me. I've been trying to get some what sewed videos out, but to be honest with you, we've been having a little bit of problem with that. And it's not been because of sales, because we're averaging, I would say, on a low day, anywhere from 6, which is not good, as many of you sellers know, but on a high day up to 15. But our sales are coming in right now on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark in what I call blocks. You're getting like 1 or 2 hours where sales will come through here, a couple hours, nothing, 2 or 3 hours of another group of sales, nothing. You'll get a couple hours of sales, then you have 3, 4, 5, 6 hours at times of no sales, and then something weird has been happening, at least with us. So let me know in the comments below if you've been noticing this yourself. When you're going to bed, you've just gave up, done all the packing you can do for the day, and wrote down all the sales you need to write down for that last day to get those out, hopefully that next morning. Honestly, you'll go to bed and all of a sudden you have 2, 3, 4 ding ding dings, and you guys know how it is. But we've been getting what I call odds and end sales, good sales, but they're coming in weird patterns right now, which I know it's because eBay's doing stuff with their site, and I personally believe we're on, we're off, we're on, we're off. So I can't explain it to you, not even going to try, guys. But I thought today, because you're spending time with me and I haven't given you a really good video outside of you guys that are watching the Plastic Army Men Collector series, where you guys collect the various things we get in, for you stop motion enthusiasts that follow us, and also some of the what items we've listed or what we've sold a little bit here and there. We're going to show you what we got in today. Now, we did get these in from a fellow YouTuber that we've dealt with for several years. I would say probably about 5, 6 years. I'm not going to give their name because that seems like they really don't want to be advertised, and they're not trying to advertise other sellers that much unless you're paying for their site. And I don't see the benefit in that, especially when YouTube's pretty much paying you if you've got a good channel going on. They're gonna, but to each his own, right? I'm not judging one way or the other, but I'm going to basically show you guys what we got in. And you collectors that like these things, make sure to leave a comment if you will, if you have time. I know a lot of you guys listen to our stuff, whether it be the Plastic Army Men videos, what sewed videos, or what we put on videos. I know you're listening to it in the background, and I thank each and every one of you guys doing that, because like us, we listen to stuff as we work. So I thank you for your time one way or the other. But I'm going to show you a few things that I got in. Let's do this here. I've got in a bunch, and I've seen a series. There was 2 sets of these. And with this particular seller, we tried to wait for other people, smaller companies and collectors, to get first dibs on those. If they're there for a week, 2 or 3, or a month or whatever, then we might go like we did here, jump in and grab those items. Because if you haven't got them by a month, hey, you've had your chance. We're going to get them. Yes, we can get them. Yes, we can order them off other collectors and make wheels, deals, and trades. And I have tons of people that come in. I've literally had probably about 12 orders that's come in various sizes, this and larger, that we've done. I've been meaning to give you some of these videos, but guys, honestly, it just seems like the time doesn't work for me right now like we want it to, because we haven't, as you noticed, even been able to show what's sold because of the way the clock's working on the sales. But anyway, let me give you another thing. This is the Monopoly car collection, basically. A good series. I believe that's a 9 or 12 set, depending on which one I'm looking at here. And if you notice, guys, I'm just showing you the front. Very nice. And these will be going on probably over the next week. I've got to go see my mom this weekend. She's wanting to spend a little time with her. I want to see her because, as you guys know, as your parents get a little bit older, you have to do some things with them. And I'm not complaining, because I'm thankful for my parents. My father has passed on to be with the Lord, and I'm thankful for my parents. They was very good to me. They raised me very well. They sent me to a private school, Christian school. And you know what? I've got a lot of good values because of that. I am not perfect, as every one of you guys know out there. But I'm thankful. to have had them in my lives. I really miss my dad. I wish he was still here. But, you know, sometimes there's things that happen we don't understand why. We just have to basically accept them. I'm hoping my kids will one day appreciate me. Some days you just don't know, right? You tell them things and tell them, and they just don't listen. But I got pretty good boys. I got 6 wonderful granddaughters. I have one beautiful grandson. Then I got one that unfortunately went to be with Jesus. But I'm thankful for all of them. You know, one of these days, maybe I'll see him again. And then here, you look here, we got some Batman action figures as well. All right. So we got some odds and end action figures in, as well as the, I'm going to call them, and they're just Johnny Lightnings, if my memory is serving me right. And I've got another box, guys, I'm going to show you. I had an extra one come in the other day, opened it, and like I said, I had about 8, 9 more that I've had come in through the week, and I just like, I'm just going to put them on. So forgive me for that, guys, because I really wanted to show them off to you. Because I do think some of you guys would really be interested in some of them. But I mean, if you ever want to see what we are putting on, and we don't do a whole lot of videos like this because it's just the time factor right now. And I'd rather get them on, use that time to show you guys what we have in the store than, you know, waste your time in some ways. But I felt like these were good enough to show off. But pretty much, we have a lot of new stuff going on, a lot of toys. Kathy is also working on a couple of pallet items that we've got going on, and she's really good about that. Let me make sure I've got everything down here. I see a few more. I want to thank the company we bought off. They gave us, most of the time, they give us little bonuses. These are a Lego pack set, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I thank you for that. It's really appreciated. You know, we will be posting them and listing them. And, of course, I always recycle this as best I can. Sometimes you just can't. But when you can, you're saving yourself a mint. Let's see, make sure try to get rid of the glare. That guy will probably go into my collection because he's a various variant. I believe it's variant either 11 or 12 that you had to basically send off and get him. And I like to grab those because I collect basic early 80s vintage Transformers. I collect Star Wars, the vintage, and some of the Troopers, basically. I'm a big Trooper builder. And I collect Transformers, vintage, Star Wars, and G.I. Joe. Those are the basic things. I've got some odds and ends, but you know, I just am basically also cutting it back. This is a corpse action figure because, you know, you guys know you just can't have room for everything. All right, let me open up the second box here. And let me know in the comments below, if you can, what you think of this stuff that I got in today. Do you like it? Some of you may know where I got these from, but like I said, if they're not going to advertise others, we basically also are doing it because we don't want to offend. And, you know, it's all about doing what's best for each and every company to make, you know, the people out there, well, just not get offended. That's what we're trying to avoid. Right, now we did get some good vehicles here. This is the candy bar set, as we call it. The other set that I showed you is the Monopoly set, but this is what I call the candy bar set. And again, this one I think, yeah, this is Hot Wheels. The other one is Johnny Lightning. Yeah. And some of these cars, when I saw them, I was like, hey man, if nobody grabs these, I think they had a total of 2 of these sets, and I believe, and I could be off, 2 of the others. Now, they've got some really nice cars at this other site, this other dealer. But, you know, I can't pay for die-cast $200-300 on things. I just don't see the value of them. I'll pay, depend on how many there is up to a certain level, but you have to be logical. not everybody out there except the diehard collectors is going to spend a couple $100 on a vehicle that's die cast you can't use, right? And am not casting dispersions on anybody about pricing or anything, so please take that right. But that's what I do, because I look at it has to make sense to me. And that's like with most collecting. I've got some pieces on Star Wars, you go buy it. I spent, I think on one thing, $1,500. I got another exclusive piece I'd like to get, I think is up to like $4,500. I have to justify it with myself. Do I want to do that much work to put that much money into something, to hold it for a period of time, to get my money back plus, which I always do. But you've got to think. I don't want to take out money that we might need for business, that we might need to give to an employee that helps out later on, for merchandising, for advertising, whatever the case may be. You just got to work through all these little things as a self proprietor or sole proprietor, or whatever you want to call it. And I love these little Hershey designs. I love it. Because we got like the last set was a candy bar set. This is basically Hershey's chocolate. I think I'm missing one car in this set. But with me, and most of you guys out there that are fellow sellers will understand, I believe, agree with me most of the time. And if you don't, that's fine. Everybody's got his own. But you have to justify your costs against your collecting hobby if you have it. I know I've got some friends out there that will spend oodles and boodles on things, and then they'll say to themselves and to our little group, say, why did I do that? And it's like, I've had those moments, and when you say that, you're like, okay, you need to really consider what's important to you before you do it, because you don't want to sit there and say, oh, I spent X $100 or thousands of dollars on this, and then wonder why in the world I did that, because I might have needed that money for something else. So, be forewarned. Hobby collecting can be a big old bear some days if you really like stuff. And again, I'm not going to mention the seller's name because of we don't want to screw up the monkey card as it is. But I really appreciate you guys sending out the bonuses that you have to us, and for serving us very well on this. I love these Hershey cards. I wish I could have got the whole set, but like I said, being a fellow collector and businessman, I try not to take, and I don't know what the term would really be, but I don't want to hurt somebody else's channel at all by going in there and scarfing up everything that's good, and then, having issues that way. I'd rather wait until other people get a chance to buy things, and then we come in later after they've shown, hey, we've got what we want, or we don't want none of it. But anyway, I am thankful for the opportunity to have purchased these off of our said seller, and appreciate the offers that they send us. We don't get to grab every offer they send us. We had some the other day that I couldn't do because I went out and bought several other things before I did. So you try to work around the system as best you can. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it on this load. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the other loads that we got in the last couple. Kathy has been putting on some from a load that we got, I think it was last weekend. And it's a good order of Bratz and not Barbies, but Monster High, some kids items, some play sets. We got in tons of stuff. And for you coin collectors that are following us, we got in tons of coins that have been going on and are going to continue going on. And I've got another deal I have to go down and try to make with a buddy of mine to see if I can wrap that deal up. And that could be like $2,000. So we'll see how that goes. And then also, what else did I do? I did something else. Of course, when I want it, I can't think of it. But hey, guys, I do appreciate your time. I appreciate you spending it with us. I appreciate your comments, your thoughts, your ideas. Let me know what you've been getting, what you've been picking up. Tell me, hey, how's your sales going? Ours has been up to 50% over the month prior. Right now, I believe we're down to about 15.8% over last month. We sort of slipped because we had a day or two where it's obvious eBay has been working on their site, and the eBay sales dropped those 2 days, and then we're starting to pick back up as of late last night. Mercari sales have been not bad, but not great. Poshmark is, for us at least, I'd say a once every 3, 4 day thing. So, they're good, but not great. But let us know how things are going for you. If you can, give us a big old thumbs up because we really appreciate it. It helps spread the word for us. Give us, again, like I said, a comment if you like any of the cars, whether the Hershey set, the Johnny Lightning, or the other set, the Monopoly cars, etc. Don't forget to share the video if you have people that you think might be interested, because we are basically a toy collector channel and shopping channel as well as selling venue. And don't forget to join our Facebook group, our Whatnot group, which is growing. It's one of the prime Whatnot groups as of right now on Facebook. And guys, hey, we appreciate you. Don't forget to, like I said, give us that big subscription. If you're not a subscriber, we appreciate it. And we really appreciate you guys that take up your time to comment and tell us what's going on in your seller life. Whether you're a toy seller, collector seller, or just odds and ends seller, it really doesn't matter. Your opinion does. Your comments, your thoughts, your ideas matter to us. And hey, I really appreciate you. Kathy's out right now doing some things, or she'd be right here with me. But you guys have a great and a wonderful day. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you.